Okay, this is a big one. This is a good video. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another one. We're approaching 10,000. Crazy, right? And we're also approaching the end of the year. You know what that means? New Year coming up. Happy New Year. Lists. People do end of the year lists, right? So I figured I may as well do one right now that I'm a certified tuber. I listened to 132 albums since January 31st. So that's a lot of music, a lot of genres I never heard of. I opened myself to a lot of different sounds, and I enjoyed most of them. Some rough moments here and there. We're gonna do an album list coming up, but before that, I want to do songs first. This was incredibly hard to pick. So many songs on here that I love that I couldn't make this video, you know what I'm saying? It's like having to pick between my own children here, my own favorite children, and there was miscarriages. I didn't even get to throw all these children in here. Some of them didn't make it. I'm very serious about this. These songs are not just objective. Well, they're not at all. They're kind of subjective. How do you even rank songs objectively at this point? This is who I am. This is my personality. These 25 songs have made me who I am over the past year. I would say that this is the Smags Spotify Wrapped. Maybe. If you're new, feel free to like and subscribe if you want. It's up to you. And if you've been here, thank you for the continued support. I truly love and appreciate all you guys for continuing to check out my stuff, man. So yeah, let's hop right into this list. Let's go. Alright, first things first, it was a little bit too hard for me to cut out every song I wanted to put on here. So I got 5 honorable mention picks. I'm going to put them up on the screen now. I'm not going to talk about them. I'm just going to throw them on here. So these are the 5 that I really wanted to be on here, but happened to not make it. So let's get into it. At 25, coming out at my 25th pick. All right, I got a song off of Massive Attack's Mezzanine, and that song is the intro, Angel. Horace Andy's vocals are wild. They're wild. It takes a minute. This song takes a minute, but it's just so worth it. When the drums first come in, that's when you know that shit's gonna get crazy. That's when you know it's just indescribable. Someone said that, it's a good song to have sex to. I don't know about that. I think it's too long for that, I'm already done by the time the guitar hits, to be honest. The music video for this song is also insane. I don't know how they edited that with those, just a bunch of people running at them. Coming in at 24, I have a fairly recent review that I did a song off there. I got Spiritualized, Stay With Me. It's so atmospheric, and the guitar, which is my favorite part of the song, is just placed so scarce throughout the instrumental that when it hits, you're like, damn. I think I said it in the video, but this song does make me feel like I'm a bald eagle just scoping out the mountains. And I just love how the intensity of the song increases as it goes on. And I've never heard, someone so desperate sounds so cool at the same time. Coming in at 23, I have Joy Division's New Dawn Fades. There are so many songs on this album that had me in a chokehold for months on end, but I gotta say that this is probably the one that did me in the most. Ian's vocals throughout this song are, I don't know, just the way they progress is insane. They're nice and tame on the first verse, but on the second verse, shit just gets so crazy. The way he starts screaming, definitely my favorite guitar solo on this album. I think it ends crazy, and I think it starts crazy too. Starts very threatening. Coming in at 22, I have another song that I listened to recently, which is Made of Stone by the Stone Roses. This is hard to describe. Something about this song is just so familiar to me. I felt like I've heard it before, but I really don't think I have. Maybe it was in some sort of movie that I watched when I was younger, because it sounds so familiar. And the way the chaos in the street is being described here by the listener that's clearly has a spectator view of it, I think this song just blows me away. This album blew me away, and I don't know, I keep going back to this song. And I know I listened to it recently. I just hope that, a year from now, I'm like, damn, I should have put that higher. I really hope it's not like that. Coming in at 21, I have Elliott Smith's Ballad of Big Nothing. It's just a fucking banger. it's just a fucking banger. There's not much I have to say here, guys. And honestly, I wasn't going into this list, expecting to put an Elliott Smith song on here, and then I was going back, and I didn't realize how much I liked this song when I first heard it, and I continued to listen to it on end, weeks on end. I think I just forgot that I just play this out. If I ever meet someone that's like, oh, I want to get into Elliott Smith, regardless of that, this be my favorite song, I think that this is just a good place to direct them in. I think it's just so enjoyable, and I think anyone in the crowd could like it. I think it's definitely an aux party song. I could see myself, taking the aux chord at the college function and playing this. I don't think I'll get kicked out. I don't think I will. Coming in at 20, I got Black Country's New Roads, the place where he inserted the blade. Yeah, this fucked me up. And it seems like for a lot of people, this is the song. I feel like I'm not alone here when I'm saying, the feelings I got from this song were just so insane. It's definitely the kind of song that you can't just listen to, casually. You got to be in a certain mood. I don't see myself ever, overplaying this song. It's definitely some shit that you gotta have in moderation, because it's just jam-packed with so many different emotions. I mean, his vocals on here, the way he says chicken and broccoli on this song, I will never forget it. I don't think there's another artist put that much emphasis on a vegetable before. So yeah, female vocals I don't hear enough about. I think that they add so much to the song in the later half, so I think that that's just one of my favorite parts about this song. Coming in at 19, I got Car Seat Headrest with Sober to Death. This one blew me away when I first heard it, of course. I just love the chorus on this song. Whenever I was working, during the summer months, this was a song that I had on repeat every day, just constantly going. So it means a lot to me. At one part of the song where he's like, not even words, just ha 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 ha, and then the fucking instrumental goes up with him. That's at 18. I got King Crimson. Hey, King Crimson. You know what I'm saying? Got some prog, not really. The song I enjoyed the most from their discography that I reviewed. I certainly reviewed is Mate Kudasai. I fucking love this song, actually. I love this song. I love Adrian's voice on here. I think it's wild. I love the guitar. I love the seagulls. Love the seagulls. There's a live version on YouTube of him singing this song. I think that you should watch it. It's a great watch. I didn't even know about the Tool. I don't even know what it's called. What he uses to play the guitar on with this. It's like this little glass thing that he puts around his finger. I didn't even know about that up until I heard this song. So at 17, I got the Smiths with Still Ill. Another recent one that I did, and I already know every word to this song. Me and Morrissey are going bar for bar when I play this in the car. But yeah, I mean, there's so many songs on here that I wanted to put on here as well. So many songs I like equally off of that album, but this is just the one. This is just the one. Something about it, something about this just tickles my brain. For my 16th pick, we're getting Sad, with a quick one before the Eternal Worm Devours Connecticut from Have a Nice Life. I wanted to put Holy Fucking Shit 40,000 as the song that I would do off this album, because when I first heard that, I was convinced that it was one of the greatest things I've ever listened to. But then over time, I felt like this song was just such a comfort song for me that I just kept returning to it, and I just love the space that it creates within my mind. It's one hell of an intro, I'll tell you that. And it doesn't inspire great thoughts out of someone, It's definitely not a song to chill to. I think it's definitely a very depressing song, but it holds a special place right here. It holds a special place right here. Coming in at 15, I got Beach House with The Hours. I love the way that this song starts. I mean, compared to the other beach songs I've heard, it's just so different instrumentally. I feel like the pace of it is just done so cool. There's just something so cool about this and so swag. Usually I feel like a little sad boy whenever I listen to a Beach House song, but whenever I put this on, I feel sad and cool at the same time. The guitar on here just sounds immaculate to my ears, and I just can't get enough of this. It's like a drug to me. At my number 14 pick, I got Untitled by Interpol. Listen, late night driving. Do you want a tip? You want a tip? Listen. If I could offer you any advice in life, just once at night, go into your car, drive around, and play this song very loud. I'm telling you, it's different. I'm telling you, you will get an experience. All right, it makes me feel like I'm driving through New York City or just a really populated area even when it's empty around me. It just feels like there's just chaos around me, but like a good chaos, like an active chaos. You know, the song just feels like a Saturday night. Coming in at 13, I got Burial's Archangel. I don't know, off this album, I like had every song as a favorite at one point before I landed to this one, which is funny because this is the most popular one, but there's just something about this that's just different from the rest of the songs on here. It's louder. I feel like the vocal sample is, you know, just so much more incorporated with the instrumental. It's not as, you know, far behind in the back. You know, what really made me fall in love with this song was the YouTube video about it, just the sample breakdown. It's wild to me. Burial is a bad motherfucker using pitch correction, and especially on this song. And the fucking Metal Gear Solid sample, bro. The Metal Gear Solid sample. Him mixing his like favorite video game of all time, you know, with a random R&B song by Ray J. Like, how do you even fucking think? In a 12, I had to put a Boards of Canada song on here. You know, I don't know if I wanted to do an ambient one or, you know, a chill one. So I'm kind of going in the middle here with Peacock Tail. I'm once again returning to my late night drive point, but this time it's different. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you are, go out on a late night drive, you know, to a little scenic area, roll the window down, and this is a requirement. I don't care how cold it is. Put on a sweatshirt, roll the window down, feel the breeze as it's blowing on you. You know what I'm saying? I should have worded that differently. Crank this up, because similar to Dave and Cowboy, this song starts off very calm and then you know, builds energy slowly to a point where like you barely notice. It's such a gentle guitar. Everything about this song makes me feel warm inside. It's gonna grow on me even more. The fact that I have it at 12 is honestly a crime to me. Coming in at 11, I have Agatha, You're Being Melodramatic. This is actually another recent review that I've done, but this song gives me chills, bro. This song gives me chills when the guitar hits and the vocals just get so intense. And it's not just, you know, the sound of it. It's just the passion that they throw behind these lyrics. Just knowing what they mean, you know, hearing how loud the song gets, I feel like they're just interconnected with each other. And the track just winds down so beautifully, and I can't help to go back to it. It's definitely not good for my mental health to go back to this song a lot, but I got it. It just sounds too good. But you know what is good for my mental health? My number 10th pick by Big Thief. Alright, I got Simulation Swarm. Bro, every time I listen to this song, me and Adrian go bar for bar, and I cannot tell you what a single fucking word in this song means. Alright, not just the songwriting is confusing, but I don't even know the definitions to half the words that she uses at all. What is a simulation swarm? What is she talking about? I still don't know. If you go to my video, I'm like, what is that? I still don't know. Do I even want to know? Because I've listened to the song 100 times. I don't even know if it's worth knowing the meaning anymore. I think I created my own meaning in my head, to be honest. But yeah, she just flows on this song. I don't even know how you write this. I don't even know how you write a melody like this. Coming in at 9, I got Brian Eno's I'll Come Running. It was a few months ago that I decided to fast music. You know, I decided to only listen to music, you know, once in a 3-day period, and that was to do a review, so it wasn't even like real. On my music break, I decided to break the fast with this song, and I cried. This song made me fucking cry. I don't know why it made me cry. I mean, I do love the songwriting, and I love the meaningful lyrics that are behind it, and I definitely think that it comes up so well within the album. The 2 ambient tracks that come before it, I feel like add so much quality to this song without, you know, us even realizing it. But, you know, I finally did a few months ago. Guitar solo on this is wild, and the way that his harmonies come in with each other on the end of the song as he, you know, kind of screams the chorus is... And the song is amazing to me. It's perfect. I mean, at 8, I got Ween with I Don't Want It. One of the best breakup songs I've ever heard. So it really did strike an emotional chord with me. And it might be my favorite guitar solo I've ever heard. It might be my favorite guitar solo ever. Gene's lyricism on every part of the song is just stabs me. It just stabs me all the time. You know, a sad song is fucking good when you listen to it when you're happy. You know what I mean? Because I listen to this shit religiously, not even in a bad mood. I fucking go back to this every day. Had to pick a Radiohead song to throw in here, and I got Fake Plastic Trees. It's gonna be different, you know, like throw something obscure by Radiohead in there, but I can't. Like, this is literally insane. Music video is hella weird. I don't get it. I watched it a few times and I tried interpreting it. I can't do it. But all I gotta say is the last 2 minutes on here, Tom's, you know, energy, it's unmatched. You know, subject matter of the song is divided into sections. You know, talking about the fake life this girl lives, talking about the fake life this guy lives, and then realizing that he's the same. Tom is just like them. Coming in at 6, I got Aphex Twin with Crystal. I think that's how they call it. Similarly to Archangel, I tried rejecting this being my favorite just because it was the popular song on here. I tried calling Pulse Width my favorite song, you know, then I tried calling it I my favorite song. You know, there was even a point where I was like, fuck it, I like Green Calyx, but you know what? I always return back to this one. You know, the hi-hats on here, they always get me every time. And like the vocal sample on here, like the little female vocal that you hear going, you know? Like one day I'm gonna be in a very modern house, you know, with no furniture, like a GT Dave kind of house, and then I'm gonna play this song, and then I'm just gonna get lit as fuck. Yeah, this song is amazing. If you've never heard it before, I encourage you to put on an outfit, preferably all black clothes, and then, you know, go walk into an empty area of a sort of building and then play this, and I guarantee you'll be thanking me. Coming in at 5, top 5. All right. These are crazy ones, guys. Alright, I got 100 by Dean Blunt. I said the second I listened to this song that I would listen to this 100 times. Alright, and I have. And I did. I fulfilled that promise. I don't fuck around. I don't fuck around when it comes to this song. It's definitely my favorite first, 10 seconds of a song of all time. Because once it's on, there is no skipping this. And I gotta say that. At some point, I've listened to songs on this list and I was like, I'm not feeling that. I'm gonna skip it. But there was never a time where I skipped this song. There was never a time. Coming in at 4, I got Wise Blood with Andromeda. This was an eye-opening experience for me. The second verse starts and she's like, crazy guy. Song leaves me speechless. I mean, you really feel like you're floating in space. I think the canvas that Spotify has, for this song is very accurate as to how I feel whenever I listen to it. Coming in at 3, I got Sweet Trip with Milk. I knew this song would be on the list, but I was not expecting it to be as high as it was when I was going back and re-listening to all the songs I chose to be on here. Sure, her vocals are incredible. They're amazing. And I love that one part in the song when she's like, won't you drift away, something like that. One thing that I don't hear enough about this song is just the production behind it. It's very layered. It's very layered. And I love the guitar on here a lot. Being at 2, I have 40 Days by Slowdive. The way this song starts off is insane. Her vocals backing him up as the song goes on. I don't know. It was incredibly hard to pick a song off here. And I think a year from now, I'm going to regret putting 40 Days on this list just because I flip-flop back and forth between favorites on this album. But I'd say over the past few months, this is definitely the one right now. So I'm going to stick with this one. And if you hand me the aux and the function, this is in danger of being played. All right, listen, I can't control it. Coming in at number 1, I got Jeff Buckley with Lover, You Should Come Over. I can't believe that this is real. Every day I listen to this song and I'm like, damn. And it is every day. I was just in disbelief that this song kept getting better. It kept blowing my mind past the 4-minute mark. I was like, all right, this shit has to end. But the reason why it's number 1, let me tell you the reason why it's number 1. Flip-flopping between certain songs. I was going back here, I was going to this, I was going to that, I was going to check that out, I was going to this, I'm doing that. But every time I play this song, it's like I couldn't stop it. It's like I couldn't pause. It's like I had to listen to the whole thing. And then I would start singing with him, which obviously is impossible. You can't sing to his caliber. So then by the 3-minute mark, you're kind of tapped out, you're out of breath, and you're like, fuck Jeff, just take over. And he does. He takes the wheel. And I do want to say though, I know that this is my number 1, but it has nothing to do with it trending on TikTok. I want to say that I made that video before it trended on TikTok. And I'm actually going to say that I was the one that made that trend on TikTok. I don't give a fuck if my video didn't have that much views, alright? I brought it back. Alright, y'all are listening to this because of me. I put y'all on for real. Alright, this is my list, just a little fun list for you guys right now. I think the album list I'm going to be a little bit more serious about because my opinions on songs change by the day. So this is just how I'm feeling at this current moment. Next week, feel free to disregard this. No, I'm playing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for a great year. So many great songs I discovered, and if I had it my way, this would be 100 songs long, but I don't feel like editing that video tomorrow. I'm speaking for future me here when I say that me picking only 25 was doing myself a favor. Sure, I could have did 40, I could have did 50, but what fun is that? What fun is that if I can't leave shit out? But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I love and appreciate all y'all the best, and I will catch you guys later.